If you're using Mindbody online, we've got some updates on pricing, ClassPass integration, and what's going on with the Mindbody app. This is what you need to know. So for those of you who don't know, Mindbody is the largest company within the industry for boutique fitness and wellness, and basically has created the whole precedent for what things look like in the industry, but in the recent years has had a very conscious shift as they went from private to public, back to private, doing a direct to consumer play. And part of that is they have purchased ClassPass, which is an aggregator where you can have one membership to go to multiple different places within the city of anyone who is participating in ClassPass. ClassPass's data points are really fascinating because they do have data which would suggest studios in markets using ClassPass have a higher average utilization rate versus studios that don't. And they're able to have that data because now Mindbody and ClassPass are sharing data. Even if you're using ClassPass but not using Mindbody, Mindbody can now look at that data as well. In theory, I can't say that for sure, but clearly that's what's going on. That's how data works. Now, the data detail behind a couple of things that we need to know. Number one, ClassPass will be integrated very, very quickly into the Mindbody app. Now, the Mindbody app, again, it's more positioned directly to a consumer. So just like now, I can go in the Mindbody app and see any of the studios using Mindbody in a city. I can see promoted offers from different people there, and then I can book across all of them. I will also now see ClassPass. And the first messaging to the enterprise level clients has gone out. We have copies of emails that Mindbody sent out, and they are making a push towards the concept, why have one membership at one studio for employees when you can have ClassPass and they can have memberships at all of them instead? Now, what this means for you and your studio is that despite the fact that clearly it's Mindbody that is where I'm doing that booking, my relationship as a student at, let's say, your yoga studio is directly with you. So I'm going to see them and I'm very likely going to come to you or your staff and have the conversation directly with you. I want to ask you about it. So I would be prepared and know how you want to talk about this with your students when they come in and talk to you about it. Don't get caught off guard by this one. Number two, there are the promoted offers that you can have within the app. It's a good idea because it tells people that you have a special offer like an intro that they can access to come to your studio. That's always been there, but there will now be what's called a discovery fee. So if I'm brand new in the area and I come to your studio, not even to the area, but to your studio, and I book through the Mindbody app the first time and pay something, there will be a fee associated with that. We believe it's going to be a 20% fee. That might change, but at this point, 20% fee charge for anyone new discovering you and then booking through the app. Is that fair? Sure, if I'm discovering you and coming to your business. But again, it's just being aware that because that fee is charged to you when you're doing a promoted offer and it's something that is more aggressive, you're going to have that 20% taken off. So from a margin standpoint, you should probably plan for this. And then the third thing within the Mindbody app itself is that they are adding in service fees. This would be similar to when you book in Uber or Lyft. It says, here's the fee for this, or like DoorDash or whatever, here's the service fee for using the booking platform. So that's where that's coming from. Makes perfect sense. That's a standard thing. It hasn't been the case at this point that they've charged that. That fee will be between 2 and 5%. They are saying that it will be a separate line item and it will say that it's being charged by Mindbody, not by your business. So it shouldn't look like you are charging that. That being said, again, I would be prepared in the explanation for this because obviously your students who are regulars of your studio, who are used to booking on that app, if they get a charge the next time they do something on the app, they maybe only book your studio on the app. So it's going to be a new thing and they're going to ask you about it. So you're going to need to understand that. Now, the positive piece of this puzzle is it's going to make it more likely that your students have incentive to go to your website and book directly through the widgets on your website rather than through the app itself. So we should see some change there, but you would want to be prepared to promote that. And the third thing, we know that there are a lot of people on Mindbody Online who are on legacy pricing. I've got some studios that are as low as like $150 a month. It's been very clear that they've been trying to get people up to the current pricing. They are making a strong push for that. We have 2 cases already within my group, the Yogapreneur Collective, where they actually didn't increase the price, but they lost some service. So they suddenly couldn't do some things in their Mindbody system because at the pricing tier that they're at, those features are not included. They just took them away. And both of them reported that it was not communicated to them very clearly. So price increases, normal thing, services and stuff, a normal thing. I think the important detail here is the direct to consumer piece of the puzzle, and understanding that you as a boutique fitness or wellness owner need to be prepared to decide how you participate on these things, because you can just not use ClassPass, you can just not use or promote the app. But when we've spent years training our students to look at these things and hear about them, and then also your students are being directly marketed to from there, this conversation is going to come up for you and your team, so you probably want to be prepared for it. What's your messaging with your people around this? Is the app a huge feature? Do you feel like it actually is driving a lot into your business? Post in the comments down below. We'd like to hear from you. All right, talk to you soon. Peace.
The only difference between a yoga studio that is absolutely killing it and a yoga studio that is maybe killing their dreams is the owner's ability to take action.